A 9 Investigate story about the loophole that allows anyone to buy the parts needed to put together an AR-15 without a background check. Investigative reporter Carla Ray first brought you that story last night at 5 and spent the day today talking to federal and state lawmakers about why these weapons are unregulated.
Delivered unfinished, these parts can be ordered online to create an unregistered, untraceable AR-15.
Cool thing about it is you can customize it and build it the way you want to do it. It doesn't, it doesn't have to be out of the box any certain way.
After our 9 Investigate story detailing what it takes to assemble a so-called ghost gun, viewers sounded off on News 96.5 WDBO.
Yeah, you get the part, it doesn't work. You have to make it work. But it still should have some kind of serial number on for tracing. I don't understand why there's a gap there.
That's a gap that some lawmakers have tried to close.
Certainly WFTV's work in this area certainly helped us prompt and focus getting this moving forward since the bill has been stalled.
U.S. Congressman Darren Soto is a co-sponsor of a bill known as the Ghost Guns Are Guns Act, which would require background checks for any raw materials needed to make a weapon, even when the lower receiver is unfinished. That bill has never been called for a vote.
Since there hasn't been much movement, we're going to be sending a letter today to ATF and Department of Justice to look at regulatory reform if Congress refuses to move on this.
This is a copy of that letter, but Soto admits regulation is unlikely. State efforts have failed too.
Each of the individual parts that are sold can't be made into anything but a firearm.
State Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith introduced legislation to ban assault weapons and their parts with no results in Tallahassee. Some question the logistics of regulating what's simply a hunk of metal until it's machined into a weapon.
Where do you draw the line, 50% or, at a hunk of aluminum, I mean, essentially it comes down to the actual machining process.
Now, I contacted every other member of our congressional delegation to see where they stand on regulating ghost guns. Representative Stephanie Murphy and Val Demings both told me that they support regulating these sales. Representative Bill Posey's office told us that they're still researching the issue, and our other members who represent us in Congress didn't respond to our requests just yet. In studio, Carla Ray.